Hey everybody. So today I want to talk about staying motivated when you have been doing a new fitness regime or a nutrition protocol and you don't see the scale moving or you don't really notice a difference at yourself in the mirror or in your body measurements. How do you stay motivated and committed? So for me, as you know, I've been treating myself as if I were my own client so that I know what to expect when I launch my own nutrition program. So I've been committing to some kind of daily activity for about 4 weeks now. I started by walking for about 45 minutes, 5 days a week. And then about 2 weeks ago, I switched to circuit training about 6 days a week. I've also been following a nutrition plan of my own design, and I do not give everybody the same nutrition plan. I really tailor it to the individual person's needs. And I've been following that 7 days a week, but I know that every Sunday evening I eat dinner with my whole family and we have dessert at the end. And I do not feel guilty about that because everybody needs a break once in a while and it helps keep you sane later on. So over the course of the last 4 weeks, I've lost 7 pounds of fat, down from 163 pounds to 156. I have gained some definite muscle, a few pounds, although I'm not sure exactly how much because my batteries exploded in my body fat scanner. So it doesn't quite work anymore, but at some point I'll head over to my sister's place and figure that out. For those curious, I stand at 5'5". So right now my BMI says that I'm 26, technically overweight, although I have noticed some definite definitions in my arms and legs and abs. So I know that quite a bit of that is muscle. There are days where I feel like I am completely busting my butt, and then there are other days where I feel like this is doable, this is manageable, this is a good lifestyle change. For those moments that I feel discouraged on those bad days, I know that my blood sugar is low, and I know that I'll just feel better if I have a snack. So there's no shame in having a snack if you feel your blood sugar dropping. The point of most diets I found is to stabilize your blood sugar so it's not going like that all the time. So there are high carb diets and low fat diets. There are high fat diets and low carb diets. But the main point in many of them is to keep the blood sugar stable so that you don't act like a crazy squirrel going after everything that you're not supposed to. In my personal case, I do not specifically avoid any food. I try to eat sensibly and find balance because that is going to be the most sustainable and sane for me over time. There are some people who do better on high fat diets. There are some people who do better on high carb diets. And so for those specific people, you can tailor a nutrition plan around that. For me, I know what my body likes. I know that my body loves fruit fats. So like avocado, coconut, olive oils. I love all of those. But I also can have, regular fruits with sugar in it. It's just that I'm not eating candy bars. I'm eating apples and oranges and bananas and berries. So it's true, I'm not dropping, 5 or 10 pounds a week, but I know that this is going to be something that is slow and steady, sustainable, sane, and something that I can keep up with, hopefully, for the rest of my life. A few people who are close to me, friends and family, have definitely noticed a difference in how I look and my behavior in the past month. Admittedly, I see myself every day. I don't always notice a difference when I look in the mirror or if I don't see a change in my body stats. There are days that I do get a little bit discouraged, but on those days, I have made a list for myself to remind myself of how different I feel today compared to a month ago. For instance, my mind is clearer. I'm better able to concentrate. I'm not constantly switching from one task to another. I can sit down and write like 5-6 blog posts in a day. I'm having better quality sleep. And because I'm having better quality sleep, I actually need to sleep fewer hours. I'm naturally waking up earlier, which is a really big thing for me. And I am dreaming again, which means that I'm reaching REM sleep. And that is so very important for your mental health and for the health of your body overall. I noticed that my moods are more stable. I'm a happier person overall. My baseline is up here as opposed to here. My acne is clearing up. When I was younger, I didn't have very much acne. But in the past year or so, I started noticing it around my nose here and on my shoulders and back. And that was really worrying for me. But over the past month, it has actually been clearing up, and I still have some scarring over there. And because I have a darker complexion, there is some hyperpigmentation, but I'm not worried about that. I am worried about getting that inflammation in my skin down first, and then I can deal with the scars later. My resting heart rate has gone from 83 beats a minute in the mornings down to less than 70 beats a minute in the morning, which is insane. And that's probably my circuit training, not just, the foods that I'm eating, but I can feel that my heartbeat is stronger. It's more steady. I'm having fewer palpitations. I have less anxiety as well. And that is like a huge change for me. I notice that my abdomen is less bloated, and I know that it's not just losing fat and gaining muscle tone and everything being like pulled in, but I notice that I have less gastric distress as well. I'm more regular. And that definitely has more to do with my change in nutrition, having more fiber, being better hydrated. I don't need any caffeine in the morning to be able to fully evacuate. And when I do, we will talk about perfect poops in a different video. I won't go into that today, but I have something that I call the perfect poop, and it's amazing. I've noticed that I'm a lot stronger, especially in my upper body. And it's actually, you know what? I have gained around my arm. I have not lost any inches around my arm. I've gained, but it's a lot firmer. And I noticed that I have more than doubled the number of push-ups that I've been able to do in only 2 weeks. So I was only able to do 17 push-ups September 1st. Today I did 36. So I know that my body is working more efficiently, and I am gaining muscle tone. I'm gaining strength, and I no longer feel like a rag doll when I'm working out. When I'm doing my strength training, I feel that almost like my muscles are sliding over each other. My body is becoming a more efficient machine, and that I hold on to that feeling as much as I can, because that's how I know that my body is changing for the better. Once again, I am in this for the long haul. This is not about a short-term crash diet or anything. This is a lifestyle change and a commitment to a longer life and a better quality of life. I don't want to be one of those people that spends the last 10 years in a hospital bed, in pain, waiting to die. That is not the type of life I want for myself. Even if I die at like 95, I don't want to spend from 85 to 95 in that state. I want to be able to go from like 94 and then maybe go down super fast at 95. Just like minimize the pain and suffering to me and to my loved ones at that time. I'm gonna link a video below to a video by Marie Forleo, because she did a really good video on how to stay motivated in any facet in life, whether it's projects at school or work, exercise, nutrition, whatnot. It's about falling in love with the process and not being so 100% oriented on only your end goal. And that is really difficult for me because I am very goal oriented, but I am learning to fall in love with the process. My bug is exercising consistently. I say that I enjoy circuit training, but I hate it for the hour or two leading up to my actual workout. I'm putting on my workout gear and I'm just like, I really don't want to do this. And I'm picking up my hand weights and I'm just like, I still don't want to be doing this. But when I pick up those weights and I start counting my reps, I put my head in the game, and I focus on good form. I focus on my breathing. And even when I get to a certain move that I really despise, for instance, lunges, I keep telling myself, I only have another 90 seconds of this. I only have 60 seconds, 45 seconds, 30 seconds of this, and then I can move on to another activity that I enjoy better. And I get through that. I get through my workout in little steps. It might just be like a minute at a time, but I can do that. And for 30 minutes a day, I can commit to activity. And then for the rest of the day, I'm just like, yeah, I love workouts. So this is how I stay motivated, even though I'm not losing the fastest, even though there are days where I look in the mirror and I don't see a difference. I focus on how I feel. I focus on my health, my physical health, my mental health, my emotional health, and how much more productive I have become, how much more energy I have. And I focus on that. And notice in this video that I did not talk about thinspiration, because there are people out there who have a body type that you may never achieve. And that is okay. It's about finding your own personal best and feeling your personal best and doing what you want to do. You want to be healthy so that you can live the type of life that you want. But don't get me wrong. I love before and after stories. I love success stories, but it is not an instance of happily ever after. There is that maintenance mode that you have to get into that a lot of people don't talk about for some reason. You know, they just post up their before and after photos and they leave it at that. And it really is a lifelong process. So I hope this has helped you guys, especially those of you who might be, you know, fighting a plateau right now or whatnot. Just trust your body. Honestly, trust it. There could be a ton of metabolic changes going on, tiny, tiny little changes going on that you don't notice under the surface. But see how far you've already come and focus on those positive changes that have already occurred. If you have your own ways of motivating yourself when you kind of get stuck in a rut, leave me a comment down below and let me know. I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye.